In fact, I always complain that why did he take up that job? Ask my friends, they'll tell you the same. I was bitter because I knew City Hall is a place of chaos. It's rough, that place. I'm not one of those who liked him to take up City Hall. City Hall is just here of it, it's a hall.
Rogue councillors, rogue leadership, rogue administrative officers, rogue public officers.
Then he came to the city council and people are saying that this is a hell house. It doesn't matter who you are not going to manage this.
And then all of a sudden I heard he became town clerk. I said, Philip, I know you can do it. We're all a lot of hope. But remember, this is not one little unit.
And I remember that time I was out there and we were talking like a group of Kenyans and telling them now my former chairman, Philip Kisia, is the town clerk. And of what? Of Nairobi City Council. And then they were like, how do you watamaliza yeye sasa?
In fact, I think people had, given me 6 months, that I'll last for 6 months in City Hall and I'll be out.
City Council had actually neglected us. They never used to care about their estates or their properties. Things like painting, maintaining the roads was just left to us.
One of the things that has always been problematic is the inspectorate department. And for the longest time, they would do this in a very, very inhumane manner. Show up with a truck waiting, full of intimidating askaris, check out, do you have your permit displayed properly? And if you're not, into a truck, off we go.
Marori, Akajo, that's what they used to put us in because they are filthy. They used to. I know them. Number 72, number 44, I know all those trucks in number.
The other thing that used to happen is that a lot of these inspections would take place on Friday to obviously increase the price of the bribe, because if you are arrested on Friday and kept in, the next possibility of release having gone to court would be a Monday or Tuesday. Nobody wants to do that. So we used to advise our members not to go to work on Friday afternoon.
Kulikuwa na shida sana kusubuliwa na City Council na kibia na wacha kazi inabebwa.
You find when you are taken at the city court, you are locked in the same cell in the police center, you are locked in the same cell, you are mishandled, forgetting that you are not a criminal, you are just a business person.
City Hall for a long time has operated under cartels, and serious cartels, not just cartels. People who have made billions of shillings by, looting the public.
What people were paying, greasing the palms of council officers, was going into 400,000, 500,000 a year. These were the hidden costs of doing business in Nairobi that never quite came out.
You are not heard. You write complaints, you write petitions. They are nowhere, nobody is handling. They go around in the various departments, they are not handled. Then it stays, it is forgotten.
He was like a consultant, like an advisor, trying to really channel his professional experience to the people in the council.
The cartels operating in City Hall and out of City Hall would collect, say, 10 tons of garbage, but they would end up being paid for 40 tons. Payments were recycled, maybe once, twice, or 3 times. The weighing bridge at Dandora, the cartels made sure that the weighing bridge never worked, and therefore the estimate was done, someone would just look and say, okay, fine, I think this is 10 tons.
But you swim against the current of the mayor's office on one side, there's councillors on the other side, all vested interest. No, that does not allow you to go through.
I found that our books had not been audited from the year 2003.
Maybe there was that element of impunity which might still be, people they still think that it can continue, and it can't. We have reached a stage in our city's history and the life when actually things must be done right.
I don't know where in the law it is written that government vehicles are above the law. What you must appreciate is that when you double park, you interfere with the traffic flow. What happens when you interfere with traffic flow? People waste time in traffic jams. People waste money because of more fuel.
But when I talked to him, he said, no, I just got to do what I got to do. I've been wanting to do this all my life.
He's tough, unless you are aggressive. And anybody who wants to take this Kenya head must be aggressive leader. You must little bit not...
When you have a big heart, you live longer. When you have a small heart, you die very fast.
We need to interrogate everybody on what he or she has done and why we should give him or her that positions.
If we want these counties to be properly run, they must be run by professionals, not by politicians. They must be run by people who understand what administration is.
Pahala gani alikuwa hapa? Ameitengeneza nini? Hii. Na pale hii. This man has been now in Nairobi Central Business District, KICC, City Hall. Kitu gani kitamzuia mtu kama huyu kuwa governor wa Nairobi?
Because I believe that when you only have one home and you have nowhere else to run to, then the biggest favor you can do yourself is by ensuring that that home is secure.
I think for a long time, I would say he has been the best town clerk there has been looking backward. If we had his way, I think we would have done a lot.
If we build a foundation where people believe in doing the right thing, working hard for future generations. I am one person who believes in future generations, and therefore the foundation must be set now. It cannot be set tomorrow.